How you doing? It's Andrew at Soul Key Studio. We were just doing a video about minor seven going to dominant seven and what scale to play over that, and we were doing it in the key of B flat. So we were using the F dominant scale, just like that. Okay. So that's interesting, but how many times are you going to practice? How are you going to play this in an improvisation? You're going to see something like this. It's going to go like this, and then it's going to go like this. But are you going to go? I don't think so. It's nice to know that. It's good information, but now let's move a little bit forward. So, when we practice our dominant seven scale, you notice I go only to the seventh, so it stays in time nicely. So when I was getting taught, I was always taught that, you know what, to really know your scale, it's not just playing it up and down, but you should know it in thirds, you should know it in triads, you should know it in four note chords, you should know with added a note in front. So there's all kinds of things to do here. So let's just try one. So if we do it in thirds, basically you do this. You go, here's the scale. So we get that in our minds. So it's these notes right here. That's our scale right there. So you can see on the keyboard there, you can see all the blue notes. That's what we're playing. So we're going to go pick a note, the first note. We're going to skip a note in the scale. That's this one. And we're going to go to this one. And that's our third. Now, they're not all going to be perfect thirds or major thirds or minor thirds. They're just thirds. We're just going to classify it as thirds. So we're not going to look at anything else. All right? So here we go. Up the scale. Just make sure. There you go. All the way up. You can come down. Same thing. Just make sure that scale is in your mind when you do it. Just like that. And again. All right, that's one way. Okay. Now we're going to make it into triads. So triads are just skip a note, skip a note. Then we're going to next note up the scale, skip a note, and skip a note. So here's the first two of them. Keep it going. You're going to come down. Just like that. Now you're going to go, okay, let's stretch a little further. We're going to go four note chords. So it's basically one note, skip a note, the scale, skip a note, the scale, skip a note, the scale, and there you go. There's our first one, F7. And note what the chord is. So obviously in the first spot is going to be F7 because it's an F dominant scale, obviously. So let's go to the next one up in scale. Oh, that's very interesting. G minor 7. Okay, I like that. Let's go to the next one. Oh, A minor 7 flat 5. Very interesting. Like that. Next one. Ah, B flat major 7. Okay, oops. I want to make sure I hit all the notes correctly. Next one on the scale is on C. This is the fifth degree, so this is where you're going to find the important minor. Of course, it's C minor 7. And then you're going to go to the next one up. All right, D minor 7. There you go. E flat major 7, and the final one back to F7. So that's kind of cool. We can do that. Just go up as you see them. I'll do a little quicker so we just do it together. There we go. Okay. Now another variation of this is you can always, in the thirds, you want to make it interesting and useful, add a half step below the first note. Oh, hey, that almost sounds like a line. Like that. There you go. So just before You can do it that way. If you want to do backwards, get really interesting. So I want to explain. It's the half step below the first note you play. So, and this would be the other one coming down. We'd be going like this, right? So here's the first one. We're gonna add a half step. So that's pretty cool because it's like it leads somewhere, right? Nice little line all of a sudden. Out of what? So really, this third and this third. So we'll get to that in a minute. So here we go. Right? Just practicing. Right? It's a little tricky. You got to watch it. Half step always below. Okay. And of course you can do that with your triads. Check this out. Oh. That's kind of interesting. Makes a nice little flavor to it. Right? Right? And then you can, if you want to do that, you know. Right? Just. Right? You can do that. That's pretty cool. I like that one. Challenging. And then, of course, you can do it with the. Right? We do the 4-note chords. There you go. There we go. Just like that. You know, you can go up and down that way. That's kind of cool. So those little variations. Now I'm going to show you one more, which is very useful, and you hear it in jazz all the time. It's a very cool thing. It's called the pivot. So as we know, we go up. Here's our 7 chord. But here's the pivot. So what's happening there is, instead of going up, we hit the first note and we go an octave lower. So that's the pivot. It's a nice little line. Right? Because, like, you know. Whoa. That's kind of cool. See, so you can get creative with it. So once you get those down, you know, you just keep practicing. Now we're only in F7, which is fine. You want to get that down so that you know little bits of them. I call them like the Lego blocks. So you want to, you know, the Lego blocks sort of fit together. Well, these are the blocks. These are the different shapes of blocks that you're going to put together. So what's going to happen is, let's say, and 1 and. Now we're going to have a downbeat somewhere. We have to pick a note. So even if we did and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So all of a sudden we did like a little line. You can do things where you go run up the scale. 1 and 2 and now. Right? Wow. So you start running those little blocks into each other, and this is where you want to practice on your own. You sort of, I kind of like, tell my students, you got a noodle. This is the noodle. This is taking those things and experimenting and practicing with them and trying them out and having fun with it, basically. And you put your chord down. Whatever, start noodling. So, you know, you start noodling on stuff and you'll see it come to life. And save your favorite parts. Now, if you like this, what I'm doing here, please like and share and subscribe to my page. It would help. It helps the cause. And I'll keep putting out content. Again, if there's something that you have a question about, please put it in the comments. I will gladly answer them and share my video. And I hope you have fun. See you in the next video.